The 90s had its fair share of weird TV shows, weird characters mixed with weird storylines made for a bunch of bad shows. However, weird doesn't always mean bad. In today's video, we're celebrating weirdness with 5 weird TV shows from the 90s that were actually pretty good. From Alex Mack and the X-Files to Jerry Blank and a talking stuffed animal. We're not including any TV shows from the previous weird 90s videos, so if you're not seeing your favorite weird 90s TV show, chances are it was featured in another video. Leave us a comment below if you remember watching any of these. Number 5, The Secret World of Alex Mack.
I'm Alex Mack. I was just an average kid until an accident changed my life. And since then, nothing's been the same.
On the first day of middle school, Alex Mack, played by Larissa Oleynik, is involved in an accident with a chemical company truck. She's covered in a mysterious chemical, GC-161, that gives her superpowers. She keeps this a secret from everyone except her nerdy sister Annie and her best friend Ray. And when you heard this, you knew Alex was about to do something. Most episodes feature 2 storylines, one involving the chemical plant hunting for Alex in a live-action cartoon-like cat and mouse game, and the other being some typical teen coming-of-age story with superpowers. The show debuted on October 8, 1994 on Nickelodeon as part of the popular Snick block of shows. It ran for 4 seasons, ending on January 15, 1998. I can remember my family enjoying this, and I may have possibly had a crush on Larissa. By the 4th season, Alex Mack was almost unrecognizable. In the 2-part series finale, Alex is finally captured by the evil Miss Atron. She manages to escape, and we're left wondering, will she or won't she? Aside from that, the finale wraps up any loose ends. I watched a few episodes with my daughter, and she enjoyed it as well, aside from the long intro, and compared it to the finale of another Nickelodeon show, Henry Danger. I was surprised to see Jessica Alba playing Alex's bully, Jessica, in Season 1.
Yo, check out her lunchbox.
You can catch all 78 episodes free on the Internet Archive. I'll leave a link in the description. Number 4, Unhappily Ever After. Married with Children co-creator Ron Levitt developed a new series for a new network, WB, with the hopes that he could do for them what Married with Children did for Fox. While the influence is obvious, it's definitely not the same show, and sometimes feels like a spoof of Married with Children rather than a copy. Unhappily Ever After was part of the Wednesday night block that launched the WB network, along with the Wayans Brothers and The Parenthood. Jennifer Malloy kicks her husband Jack out of the house, and he moves into an apartment. His son Ross gives him a stuffed bunny, Mr. Floppy, for company.
Daddy, I want you at this so you're not lonely.
Mr. Floppy? You want me to have Mr. Floppy? Oh, gee. We had some fine times together, you and me and Mr. Floppy.
The weird factor kicks in when Jack begins having conversations with Mr. Floppy, voiced by Bobcat Goldthwait.
Jack, you're a loser.
Huh?
I said a loser. What part of that didn't you understand?
Gee, it didn't take me long to lose my mind, not did it? You didn't just say something, right?
Don't touch me. Don't even sit near me. I like my space.
I had 2 distinct memories of this show, the funny talking bunny and Nikki Cox in a micro miniskirt. I remember liking this show, watching it with my dad, and laughing until we cried. My mother, on the other hand, hated it. And she certainly wasn't alone because reviews are mixed. The cast includes Jeff Pearson as Jack Malloy, Nikki Cox as Tiffany Malloy, Bobcat Goldthwait as Mr. Floppy, Kevin Connolly as Ryan Malloy, and Justin Burfield as Ross Malloy. The show ran for 5 seasons with a total of 100 episodes. The first 3 seasons were great, and like other shows who made it through 3 seasons, they tried the dreaded 4th season retooling and wanted to kill off Jennifer Malloy, only for her to return as a ghost. They instead went with Jennifer runs off with a lesbian lover storyline. The show was retooled yet again and focused more on Tiffany Malloy in Season 5. In the finale, Jack finally gets enough money to send Tiffany to Harvard. And with his money problems behind him, he seems to be cured of schizophrenia and Mr. Floppy dies.
Jack, I only live in your imagination. If you don't talk to me, I don't exist.
Sorry, Floppy. Gotta make a sale.
But I think I'm dying. Thus dies Floppy.
That is until Jack revives him by drinking beer.
You're alive, Floppy! You're alive!
Now I'm alone.
Come rain or sunny.
Ah, but who needs love?
I got my buddy.
Number 3, Third Rock from the Sun. If you were alive in the 90s, chances are you've seen at least one episode of Third Rock from the Sun. The intro song and graphics alone should jog some memories of this completely bizarre sitcom. 4 aliens go on a mission to Earth to learn all they can about the human race.
I am the High Commander.
High Commander Dick Solomon, played by John Lithgow, is the leader of the mission. He works as a physics professor who hilariously misunderstands humans.
For future reference, I have a red Volvo.
Please, Dr. Albright. We barely know each other.
That brings up a very good question. Why am I the woman?
Because you lost.
Security Officer Sally, played by Kristen Johnson, is sent to Earth after losing a bet to learn what it's like to be a woman.
Why are you talking to me like I'm a child?
You are a child.
I'm older than you.
Well, now I'm bigger. And on this planet, size matters.
Information expert Tommy is sent to Earth to learn what it's like to be a teenager, but in reality, he's the oldest one of the group.
Message from the big giant head.
Communications expert Harry, played by French Stewart, is the group idiot. In early episodes, he really didn't have a purpose for the mission until he started receiving messages from the big giant head.
Slap that bass!
Jane Curtin plays Dr. Mary Albright, a professor and love interest to Dick.
That had better be your nose.
Sarcastic, brash secretary Nina Campbell, played by Simbi Kali. John Lithgow's son Ian also appeared on the show as Leon. In Season 4, Alex Mack herself, Larissa Olenek, joined the cast as Tommy's girlfriend Alyssa. The series was created by Bonnie and Terry Turner, who co-wrote the screenplay for Coneheads. And while the inspiration is obvious, it quickly became its own thing. The series ran for 6 seasons with a total of 133 episodes. Syndication has run ever since on various networks. Going back and watching the show now, I still find it hilarious and very weird.
Why does everybody keep saying that we're weird?
Number 2, Strangers with Candy.
During the 32 years I spent as a teenage runaway, I was a boozer, a user, and a loser. My friends were dealers, cons, and 18-carat pimps. Gotta run. Bye, Dad.
Probably one of the weirdest shows to debut in the 90s, Strangers with Candy is about Jerry Blank.
And I'm a 47-year-old high school freshman.
Each episode plays out like an after-school special on LSD, with bizarre characters and plots reminiscent of a John Waters film, created by Stephen Colbert, Paul Danello, Amy Sedaris, and Mitch Rouse, who had previously worked together at Chicago's Second City Improv Troupe in the Comedy Central sketch comedy series Exit 57. After Exit 57 was canceled in 1996, Amy Sedaris and Stephen Colbert pitched their own show ideas. Colbert pitched Mysteries of the Insane Unknown, and Sedaris pitched what would later become Strangers with Candy. Danello convinced Colbert to shelf his series to help Amy develop Strangers. While watching and researching after-school specials, Danello came across a video called A Trip Back Home that featured motivational speaker Flory Fisher, and this is who they loosely based Jerry on. It's pretty obvious when you actually see what she looks like.
My culture just smoked marijuana until we got on horse.
There are quotes directly from her speech scattered around the episodes for us to find. The show was ahead of its time, becoming more popular after its cancellation than it ever was during its run. This led to a movie in 2006. While this series isn't for everyone, those who hate it can still admit it was weird. I enjoyed the show and had a lot of laughs. Unfortunately, viewers didn't tune in, and the series was canceled after the 3rd season. The show paved the way for other shows like Son of a Beach and Reno 911. Number 1, The X-Files. Hearing the first few seconds of the theme song instantly brings me back to watching this show with my family. In the 90s, it was rare for a sci-fi series to last multiple seasons on network television. The X-Files did it right, and it paid off, leading to an 11-season run with 218 episodes. Fox Mulder, played by David Duchovny, is an FBI special agent who believes in the supernatural. Dana Scully, played by Gillian Anderson, is also an FBI special agent who is a scientist and doctor and bases all her theories on science rather than the supernatural.
Well, it can't be aircraft. Aircraft can't maneuver like that.
How else could they be?
I don't know, lasers maybe. Being shot from the ground, reflecting up off the clouds.
The two team up to investigate supernatural crimes in a case of the week format. The series was a hit right away with 12 million viewers on its first episode, and by the season finale, viewers had jumped up to 14 million. One of those viewers was Breaking Bad creator Vince Gilligan, who was a big fan. Through a chance encounter, he was introduced to the X-Files creator Chris Carter as a fan. This meeting led to Gilligan writing the episode Soft Light for Season 2, Episode 23. He would go on to write 29 episodes and direct 2. Vince Gilligan first met Bryan Cranston when he cast him in Season 6, Episode 2, Drive. And Bryan's not the only Breaking Bad star to appear on The X-Files. Aaron Paul appeared in Season 9, Episode 5, Lord of the Flies.
Commander Winky, and this is the beautiful Captain Dare! Yeah, baby, woohoo! Biggest dumbass I know! Thank you, Sky Commander. Yes!
The show appealed to a broad audience, which helped make it a hit. The episodes are just as good today as they were back then. I managed to find the full series streaming on Hulu. Well, there you have it, 5 weird TV shows from the 90s that were actually really good. Don't forget to leave us a comment if you remember watching any of these and some of your memories of watching these shows. As always, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more videos just like this.